it's Frank Smith here. What's the address again? Oh, thank you. Bye. Hello, sir. Frank Smith, Chicago PD.
Jörgen Heller.
What's the deal here?
This is apparently Jane Doe from the US.
Really, what happened to her?
She was raped and murdered here in Stockholm. You gotta see.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. That's fucking awful. How did this happen?
Well, she was visiting, but she ain't visiting no more.
You know what? Why don't we just sit down, have a cup of coffee? Let's talk about this for a while. Thanks. So you say this Jane Doe person, she was raped and murdered here in Stockholm. What's her connection to the US?
And she was some kind of an agent for writers and a couple of actors. But she didn't go with just one name. She's had plenty of them. It was after that assault and that breaking and entering where she changed her name to Jane Doe, and she pretty much went into a psychosis. But I think there was someone who kind of came close to them at that moment. Might be the responsible person.
Well, because my captain in Chicago told me that this woman had some serious issues with her family here in Sweden because, she came here because she wanted to resolve some problems that she had been going through. But, obviously it didn't turn out so good.
After the assault, she had a breaking and entering incident. It was a person who had stolen a couple of personal belongings. After that, she decided to go to Stockholm. I think it was a month later. But it was something that happened. We're not really sure what happened after that. She ended up here somehow. But we think it's probably the person that broke in.
Well, it must have been very serious. Because the way it ended up, very unusual that it turns out this way.
She had some problems with concerning drugs, and she most probably had a transaction of some sort before she ended up here.
I definitely need to call my boss about this, because he's got some answers that he might provide me with, some information that he might provide me with. So I don't know. I just gotta make a phone call and see what it has to say. Hey John, I don't even know if I like the situation here. This is so weird. This Jörgen guy, he's not very cooperative. He's not telling me things that I want to know. He's just telling me things in a way that just seems unlikely, because I just want to know some concrete answers, right? But I just think this is a fucking waste of my time. I just want you to set me back on a plane to Chicago right now and just let me do some real work instead. This was a fucking mistake. I really need to get back to my work. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to.
You asked too many questions.